Nebraska is an equitable distribution state that begins from a presumption of equal division of marital property. Nebraska law creates a strong starting point that marital property should be divided equally, with deviation from equal division available only when equity requires it based on specific statutory factors. Nebraska defines marital property as all property acquired during the marriage through the earnings, investment, or efforts of either spouse. Non-marital property, premarital assets, gifts, and inheritances is excluded from the presumptive equal division, though it remains relevant to the court's overall equitable analysis. For creditors, Nebraska's equal division presumption means that the marital estate is likely to be divided 50-50 in a divorce, with each spouse receiving approximately equal value. This predictability helps creditors evaluate asset accessibility before and after divorce. Nebraska's homestead exemption is $60,000, protecting that amount of home equity from creditor execution. This moderate exemption leaves real estate with equity above $60,000 accessible to judgment creditors. Wage garnishment in Nebraska. Nebraska limits wage garnishment to the lesser of 15% of disposable earnings per week, or the amount by which disposable earnings exceed 30 times the federal minimum wage. Nebraska's 15% cap is more protective of debtors than the federal 25% limit, making wage garnishment less productive per dollar of earnings. Nebraska does not recognize tenancy by the entirety. Jointly titled real property does not receive special creditor protection based on the marital relationship of the co-owners. The combination of Nebraska's relatively accessible homestead exemption and no tenancy by the entirety protection makes real estate line enforcement a viable strategy for significant Nebraska judgment amounts. People Locator Skip Tracing provides Nebraska debtor investigation and supports judgment enforcement in Nebraska's court system. Visit peoplelocatorskiptracing.com to place your order.